Hey, I wasn't planning on going live, but had a couple hours. Went and I got me some food from Hibachi's. I got that to go. But let's talk about chronic depression for a minute. I didn't know that I was showing the signs of chronic depression, and so one of my friends pointed it out. And then one of my sisters, her name's Betsy, she pointed it out. She said, "Sis, I believe the same thing that your friend told you, that you have chronic depression." And she's like, "I think you had it for a while." Do I believe that out of all of my relationships that I've been in the past, that I have truly like with the with the exes that I've truly loved, that there was some type of mental psychological abuse? Yes. I'm gonna rewind my life of dating for a minute. First person I ever dated outside of my age bracket, okay? I was 23, 22 going on 23. We were on and off for 5 years, and I was the person who completely ended it. Um, I got a phone call from a lady who he claimed was his friend, and she told me everything, and I said, no, I'm good. Like, it was done. Mind you, I ended that, I believe I was like 25 or something like that. Okay. Um, I knew my other ex, the current one that we're talking about that Char used to see me with. I'm not going to mention his name. And I'm only doing that for legal purposes, y'all. um, and also to protect me and his daughter. I'm not mentioning her in my lives anymore as well. Um, I got with him when I known him when I was 27. Known each other for like 3 to 4 years, okay? Got together when I was 29. We were never on again, off again. We were always together. I never knew that dealing with PTSD, I always saw oh, PTSD, PTSD. Oh, I'm just a little emotional. Mind you, I'm the most hardcore person that you will ever meet. People used to think that I was heartless and I wasn't. It was because when everybody else would cry, they would lean on me. I was the person. If you lost your mother, your father, and you needed a hug, I was that one. I was your rock. Okay? I had to pray to God and to ask God to give me permission to cry. Give me that permission. Just to cry. Oh God, me that permission just to cry. And I used to think when I wanted to cry, that actor was God just saying you're human. You see, you asked me to give you this permission to cry, and I'm giving it to you. I never once thought that the word chronic depression would ever render. Mind you, my ex prevented me from going into a psychological hospital, claiming that they're going to lock me up and I won't be able to get out. Mind you, the same ex hung up on my mother and prevented her from coming out here to get me mental help. Did not care that I broke down. will always monitor my therapy appointments and at times prevented me from taking my meds. How you doing? Hello, everyone. And here I am dealing with this. And I want to cry so bad right now. But there's a part of me that says I got to be strong. There's a part of me that says I got to be strong. There's a part of me that says I cannot trust a man right now. As a female, I cannot trust a man right now until I get help. That's why I have an appointment with a psychiatrist and my therapist. And if you suffer with chronic depression, please get help because right now I feel like I'm being punished. Right now I feel like I'm being punished. And yes, I have a great job. I thank God for it. Okay, Benjamin. I feel like I'm being punished for it. I was in a Uber ride today, and my Uber driver said, "Sweetheart, you're not being punished." He said, "I suffer with the same thing, and I feel your pain." He said, "With the right medicine, would you go into an abuse class?" He's like, "You need to go to a class for women who's been abused." He's like, "It can be online or whatever, and just talk." He's like, "Sweetheart, you are a good woman, I can tell." He's like, "And any man will be glad to have you, but you got a wall that you put up because you don't know the consequences, do you?" And the answer to that question is, you're right. I don't know the consequence. Thank you, Doug Budge 12. I'm saying that if you ever been through what I've been through, run and get yourself some help. Run. Because if you don't, you're gonna sit up here like me and contemplate why me, why me, why me, why me, why me, why me. You're gonna ask yourself, is life really worth living? We're not. Chronic depression, here's the thing, y'all. Chronic depression mixed with PTSD is deadly. Hey, Jerome. You have those two is deadly. The reason why I don't drink no more, the reason why I don't do certain things that trigger me anymore. It's okay, you can watch back on replay. But suffering with chronic depression and being in a bad relationship, knowing that you've been through too, it's okay. It's nobody's fault whose fault it is. I blame myself, but at the same time, I blame the men because it's like y'all knew this, and like you knew this is how you are. Nothing. What happened is one is still a security guard. The other one is locked up, and me, I'm having to face the consequences of that. I'm still dealing with the outcome. Check up on your family, y'all, your friends, because at times I don't know if my life is going to get easier. All I know is that the bad relationships that I put myself in, or the situations that happen, being mentally, psychologically, physically abused, being told that your mental health doesn't really matter, and preventing my mother and my father from able to do what they're trying to do. And that do is just get me mental health. If you're going to prevent your woman or your spouse or whoever from getting mental health because of their past trauma, but you don't know that you are contributing to their trauma, you need help. I tell now every guy that I meet, I don't care if it's an Uber driver, I don't care if it's someone where I'm at work, I'm not trying to get into a relationship. Right now, yo, I'm trying my best, like, not to cry, because I already shed it like a couple of tears. I don't need to shed no more because I still gotta go to work tonight. I'm not trying to get into a relationship. I'm fine with friends, male, females, but hopping into a relationship 2026, no. You say you can't hear, you say, hold on. Can you hear me now? Cool person, easy. Can you hear me now? Um, I can't, I refuse to allow myself to hop into another relationship with another person. Not this year. Maybe not next year. Maybe not the year after that. I'm just trying to take my life slowly. And moving back in with my parents is the best thing. Still having my job is the best thing. Okay, that's good. But going to therapy and being put on some medicine is the best thing. The reason why is because I'm dealing with chronic depression from past relationships and ending a relationship this year. Neither one of us were good for each other. Even though, yes, I'm still in this 2 bedroom apartment, haven't paid rent, which I'll take care of that towards the end of the month. I'm 31. Everybody thinks I'm younger than that. People be thinking I'm 22. I'm not. Um, tired mentally, physically. Do I want to go to work today? I have no choice. I love my job. My boss could call me in right now and tell me, hey, I need you to come in early to relieve whichever of my coworkers is working right now, and I will be working. Yeah, I had to lay my head down my pillow because my head started to hurt. All day I wanted to cry. I find myself at work doing nothing but having to fight my tears. I fight my tears even at home. Even though oh, God says I give you the permission to cry. I don't want to cry. I want to heal. I want to heal so that I can go back to being that fun, loving person. Okay, cool. See you later. I want to heal so that I can be the good person that I've been. Because y'all don't know the type of woman I am. I'm that type of woman who I'll cook it up for you in the kitchen. If you got kids, I take care of the kids. I'm that woman. But now I gotta be that type of woman who protects her heart. and who takes care of her depression and stuff. That's the type of woman I gotta be. I gotta be a person who God wants me to be. Eventually, I will get over this. This too shall pass within time. It's just I wanted to share this with y'all so that you men can understand. When you are trying to be with a woman, make sure that you got all your ducks lined up in a row. Ladies, protect yourself. Men, also protect yourself because your mental health matters as well. Ladies, our mental health matters, but when a man is telling you no, do what I should have did. That's the only thing I regret. I regret not running. I regret putting this psychological thing out here. I regret it. And I'm the person who says I live by no regrets. The next relationship I get in, the qualities I'm looking for is other than you having a job, other than you being single, other than you having a kid or don't have kids. Be willing to love me for who I am. Be willing to meet me where I'm at. And I'll be willing to meet you where you're at. Understand that I am broken, shattered. I'm like glass, so I can break easily. I realize that for the relationships that I've been in, that I'm like glass. I can break easily. I'm easily shattered. I used to be so hard, so tough all the time. And I'm not going back to being that way. I refuse to. Because even though I was so hard, so tough, hindsight 50-50 in the back, I would go into my room and just break like glass. Y'all, mental health is real. Chronic depression is real. People ask me, why don't you drink no more? Because drinking ain't going to do nothing for me. It doesn't solve anything. Why don't you smoke? It ain't going to do nothing for me. I mean, technically, it's really not going to do nothing for me. What happened to other content? It's coming. It's coming. Yeah, I just gotta wait because I gotta build an avatar or find a way how to make an avatar. Why is this channel changing, Q? Because it can. Because I'm changing and I want my life back. And I want y'all on this journey with me. Chronic depression, y'all, is real. As real as it can get. Only reason why I'm still here talking to y'all is through the grace of God. And because I know that I've been dealing with this and I can still deal with this, but now I need medicine. And I need my mom and I need my dad. And if anybody asks, are you happy that you're moving back home? Yeah, damn straight. I'm happy because at least with them, I'm grounded. At least with them, I'm grounded. You understand? At least my mom can say, you taking medicine today? Yes, ma'am. Will I ever move back out here to Baytown again? Yes. Eventually, within time. but it might not be Baytown. This where I moved to. Might move out somewhere else, not out of Texas, because unless my job take me that way, I just need to come here and freaking vent and tell you that I'm suffering. My relationship history has not been great. And I'm done pushing good men aside because some dude is looking fine and is sexy as hell. And I think they got it together, but they don't. That's my problem. That's the problem that I have. So I think that this fine, sexy thing is the most wonderful thing in the world. And they ain't got one pot to piss in. Or that their parents never laid a belt to their behinds. And before anybody says that's abuse, I'm a 90s baby. Some of these, the two dudes I want to date, um, they old enough to know right from wrong. Okay, one of them I know his father and his sister, so I know he was raised right. It's just she chose not to do the right thing. Okay, I didn't know that I could open up my mouth and go talk to her or go talk to his dad. I always put up a front when we went to go see them. There was always rules before we left the apartment. Don't say this and don't say that. The reason why I missed out on months that seem like a year, months that seem like years that I haven't seen my family. It wasn't my fault. It was always because there had to be a front put on, and I'm tired. I'm tired. I lost my other grandfather on my biological father's side last year. And if that man could have seen what I went through, could have comprehended what I went through, do you think that I would still be in this situation if my other grandparents were able to? Do you think I would still be in the situation I was in? I wouldn't have been. And like my grandma told me, why did you not come tell me when you spent the night? I said, because I was scared. And deep down inside, I already knew that I would have ran right back. The difference from this is that I'm not running back because it's just me in this apartment. So there's no reason for me to run back. It's me and God in this apartment. And eventually I'm moving back in with my parents. So it will be me, God, and them in this apartment, in their apartment. So now the next relationship I get into, which might be 5 years from now, because I'm not trying to hop into another one. I want to be me again. Before I decide to hop into that, I want to hop into making sure that my YouTube channel's views are up. And that starts with me. Now I can't be a full-time content creator because I work, and before I go to work, I normally go to sleep. Yeah, your girl is yearning, needing a hug, and that's why I'm happy that I'm going back home to my parents. It's because I need my mama. I need my dad. I need my oldest sister. I need to see my grandma. I need my family. And that's where I'm going is back home to my family. Because dealing with chronic depression, it's not that I can't handle it on my own, which I'm going to have to handle it on my own because mama can't save me from it. Daddy can't save me. It's a battle that me and God are going to have to fight. But please go check up on your loved ones if they're dealing with mental health. Please go call your kids, your cousins, whoever. Please go check up on them because I'm dealing with this and I didn't know that I was dealing with this until two people pointed it out. And then when I talked to my psychiatrist, because I had to do a over the phone type of deal, and speaking with the assistant and speaking with my therapist, they both agreed, yes, I do have chronic depression. So what is next? We gotta work on this. What is next? We gotta take this little by little. What is next? What is next is that I gotta take my life and I gotta run with it and not try to hop back into another relationship. I'm gonna tell you this, I can call you boo, I can call you babe, I can call you baby all day long. But don't take that shit to heart like, oh yeah, we together. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're not together because I need time for myself. We're not together because I said so. It has never been easy with me dealing with my mental health, y'all. But life hasn't been fucking easy. For real, on some little talk, I thought I'd be up here being inspirational. But we over here digging down into why. I'm gonna tell you something, even the nice guys look fine as fuck. And it's like, why do I never go towards y'all? Because I'm scared. I am freaking scared. Thank you, Dope Bug. So in this case, if I decide to hop into another relationship within the next 2 years, I'm looking for the person who's going to treat me right. Not try to go right ahead and look fine, but at the same time you're looking fine, but you got somebody else, you got a sneaky link on the side. No, because I know my worth, I know what I want. Let me tell you what my dream person is, okay? My dream person is someone who's gonna let me keep my job and work, okay? My dream person is a team player who knows how to keep his hands to himself and remember that your hands is to be used for love, not violence. What comes out your mouth also can be used as a weapon. We all have that. If y'all go back and look at my other posts for reality TV, y'all see that I've used my tongue as a weapon. I'm not covering it as much. It's because I have to think about what I'm going to say because I don't want it to be used as a weapon. I want people in this world to get better. So when it gets down to reality TV, it's going to be something a little different. But back on topic. I want a person who knows how to handle their emotions and knows something about themselves. Don't put up a front in front of my face and play in it. I'm gonna put this up right here because Doug Buck 12 said very clear. He said, yes, hold on, because I'm gonna read this out loud. Yes, and that's what every man should be. They should not be a bad guy and let you know what a real man should be like. Thank you. I just wanted to put that back up there. And then Doug Buck 12 said, especially everything you have been through. Yep. I don't care how much money you have. It's never been my thing. Treat me right, and I'm gonna treat you right. Treat me better. I'm gonna treat you better. The same energy you give me, I'm gonna give you. Be a godly man. Show me that you know exactly what you're doing. Don't play around and be like, oh yeah, now I got you. No, no, baby. Because as soon as I start seeing warnings, I'm running. Does it bother me if you play D&D? No, I love playing D&D. For the ones who don't know what that is, that's Dungeons and Dragons. Do I mind if y'all play video games? It don't bother me if you play video games. Do you know how to play cards? Know how to play cards? That's good. But I want you to be a man and not a little boy. Something that I'm not tolerating that I did in this last relationship. And I hate it to this day. Do not crawl up next to me like a child looking for your mama because I'm not it. I'm not it. Please show up being a man. If you want to cuddle, then let's cuddle. If you want to watch TV and cuddle, let's watch TV and cuddle. But do not play this. If you don't kiss me, you don't love me. Fine. Go away. Do not play this. If you don't want to hug me, you don't love me. Fine. Go away. Because you're showing me that you're immature and that you are a child. And I'm not getting into a relationship with another man child. For ones who don't know what a man child is, a man child is a grown ass man who acts just like a child because they didn't get what they needed as a child or what they wanted as a child. I don't have time for that shit. I've been through two of them already. I'm done. Show me that you can turn up like a grown man. The same way how you be popping your mouth on the phone with your homeboys. Can you pop your mouth and speak to me like a grown ass man that loves his girl? I'm not asking for you to pay all the bills. We split the bills 50-50. A lot of y'all gonna be like, girl, don't be saying that because a man gonna make you want to split the bill 50-50. Y'all hold on. Let me pop my phone. No, splitting the bills 50-50 ain't nothing wrong with that shit. Because it shows that you're responsible as a female. I'm gonna tell you something. Even in the Bible, it says that us females need to help our men. This isn't back during my grandparents' times. My grandparents have been married for the past 63 years. My grandfather took care of everything. My grandmother worked some, but he was the main provider. My grandfather vowed to my grandmother she would never have to work a day in her life, and he kept that up even to this day. This ain't grandma and grandpa's time, so where a man does all the heavy work and us ladies get to sit on our butts. If you got a man like that, great. But if you got somebody who's smart, knows what they're doing, and he's got a woman who wants to work, will work. Let her do her part. Ladies, if you like me and you don't want no kids, you just want the man and you don't want no kids, get with a man who ain't got no kids. Because I've been in one relationship, I knew he had kids, but they didn't live with him. I got in a relationship, he had a daughter, and I helped her out and I loved her like she was mine. Still will love her like she is my own, even though she's an adult. Understand that. Am I opposed to getting with a man who has kids? Hell no. Just know that I'm gonna love them like my own, but I still expect for you, the father, to step up and be there because there's only so much parenting I can do. Let's see, my youngest cousin is 19. My youngest out of all of them, out of all five, is 19. Okay. I started off being an older cousin when I was almost 10 because my first youngest cousin was born in July. I was turning 10 the next following month. He's in his 20s. Thanksgiving, I got a cousin. They were born. Then I got another cousin who falls somewhere in the middle. I think I was like 11. Then the other one fell when I was like 12 going on 13. I already 12. Somewhere in there. I get these kiddos mixed up except the one that was born in July because July and I'm August. So yeah. Understand this. I said men who have kids, but make sure you take care of your kids. Man, don't take care of your responsibility. Do not expect for me to always be there because I'm trying to work up the ladder in my job just like you. You see, we can be a team and we can build on this. But don't expect that I'm leaving my royalties. When I say royalties, I mean any money that I make. I say, well, to your kids. That's not for them. Anything I save up needs to be donated to charities. It's the reason why I need to get with my other sister on as far as getting down the wheels. Don't expect for me to go into my 401ks to pay for college for your kids. Not gonna happen. There's a reason why I don't want kids for myself personally. If you come with kids, I expect that you take care of them. I am the step parent. I didn't birth them. It's different. I took care of my other stepdaughter like that, like I birthed her, and I didn't, and I don't have her. So since I don't have any rights over your kids, I'm not taking care of them as such, like that they are mine. Because anything can happen to you, and they can be taken from me. I'm not putting myself through that again. Um, Even though I can technically go see my stepdaughter, I'm gonna wait for like a year or 2 years before I go see her, cause she in her 20s. But that's neither here or there. Um, she know I love her. That's all that matters. I need someone who, if you say that you're family oriented, be it. But I also understand that you have a woman who is going to bust her ass off at work, and it's not for me running from you. I'm doing this so that eventually, hey, we could take a family vacation. Um, just because I'm not okay, I can agree with you and disagree with you on this one. So with my stepdaughter, even though I wasn't legally married to her dad or whatnot, um, I spent money on her. She's got a Nintendo Switch that we spent money on. Um, I treated her like she was my own. She got Starbucks every other 2 to 3 weeks. Not even that, every other 2, 3 days. Let me tell y'all why, okay? And I can say this, my long-term subscribers are about to say, what if she sees this? She already knows. Hence, she watches this channel. It's not gonna hurt. She is a high functioning autistic. Okay? She's an adult that has autism. Okay? I don't have her anymore. It's not that I didn't want her, it's that legally here in the state of Texas, they have to go to their next of kin. I never married her father. And that common law marriage stuff, y'all, don't hold up when it gets down to stepchildren. Okay? Regardless, do I care about the money I spent on her? No, I don't. I care less. I cared about her. And I'm still hurt. And I'm not gonna say that if this person comes with kids, I'm not gonna treat them like mine, like they're my own. I already know me. That's the reason why I don't have kids. I have that motherly heart, but I don't want my own kids because I'm not gonna have time for them. I'm not gonna have time for them. And it's going to be different because with my stepdaughter, I wasn't working. I was home 24/7. I was not working. Her father was the number one provider. Like I said, I've been in this game with security for 10 months. When I got my first check, before she left, I gave her some cash. Yeah, I might think, well, Q, what happens if you have your own kids? What happens if there's an accident? Are you going to abort your child? No, because my mother didn't abort me. My mother could have, but she didn't. take care of my kid. That means I'm gonna have to cut back on work. Can't be mad about that. I said I don't want kids now, but I know later on I'm gonna want 'em. Will I still treat my bonus children different? I could. The reason why I said the father wouldn't take care of them is because in the state of Texas, we're not legally married. I ain't got no rights. I have no rights. I have no rights. I have no rights. I have no rights. And like you said, that I should treat them all the same. I'm gonna love them the same. Whenever I do, or I'm able to go pick up my other stepdaughter for her to spend the night, I will treat them the same. No, but I don't have a favoritism person. My favorite person, to be honest with you, shoot, do I say this or hit the nigga argue the fact that. All right, so my favorite person is my uncle's two boys. Okay, I'm not gonna name names. They should know exactly who I'm talking about. Um, they are my favorite. Okay. Um, and it's just because we're close, like really, really close, and it's easier to remember their birthdays. And I'm not gonna put the birthdays out here because I don't need y'all to be like, "Oh, find your cousin." Yeah. Um, those are my two favorites. If I get a man who has kids, will I treat them 100% different in Dakota? It depends on what they might have. If they're just normal kids, I'm gonna treat them. I'm gonna treat them the way I was treated when I was a kid. You know, if you wanna go outside, go outside. If you wanna go to the park, let's go to the park. But if they come with a disability, then I want to be cautious with them because I was that way with my stepdaughter. I didn't allow her to do everything. And maybe that's just the part that hurts. It's because she's also not here and hasn't been with me for 10 months. And I'm having to take care of myself and not take care of her. Yeah, I'm looking at y'all. I'm also watching the time. Um, because at 2100, I'm gonna have to start getting ready. Technically, like at 20, 3000, which is 8 o'clock, 8:30. I'm gonna have to start getting ready for work. I'm gonna be tired of walking ass tomorrow. Well, if I ever get with another dude and they got kids I'm gonna take care of them. What if I get with someone who doesn't have kids? That's fine. But later on in life, I would want to adopt kids. The reason why I say adopt and not have my own, y'all, is because having your own. I have not. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me see who just texted me. But I'm playing. I gotta get Netflix back, yo. I gotta get Netflix back. Cause if I get Netflix back, then I'm eager to kind of check out the latest stuff. Y'all, I want y'all to do better. I want to do better. But the next relationship, I need a man, man. And I'm gonna tell you something. If you're not in your 30s, I'm only taking people around my age bracket right now. You end up in your 30s. I mean, you can be somewhere in your 40s. I'm not taking you if you're in your 50s right now. I've done that all my life. But if you ain't got your shit together and you can't take things slow with me, we ain't gonna work. Because your girl still gotta deal with herself. But I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna try to get some sleep. My head is killing me. Hold on, y'all. I need a compression on my head. And my best compressor is my head right now. Guess you can say this is also me venting. Nah, I don't like doing videos like this, but it is what it is. I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna try not to cry on camera. That's what I've been fighting like all day. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. All right, y'all have a great Friday, and I'm gonna catch y'all later. Okay, bye. And Doug, but 12, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Bye, everyone.